On July 10, 2003, Tim was scheduled to meet a friend for breakfast. He never showed up. Later that day, he was supposed to pick up his son from his soon-to-be ex-wife's house, but he didn't show up then either. It soon became evident that Tim was missing. So Tim Schuster was a student at a nursing school when he met Larissa, a biochemist. In 1982, the couple married and they had 2 children. They eventually found themselves in Clovis, California, where Larissa opened her own laboratory and Tim worked as an admin at a medical facility. 20 years later, their marriage was on the rocks. They began planning on getting a divorce. While working through the legal system, Larissa ended up with full custody of the kids and the home, and Tim had to move into a condo. Larissa grew increasingly unhappy. She began leaving him threatening voicemails such as, "You're a rotten F word, that is what you are such a wimp, you have no spine, I hope to God you burn in hell one of these days, and you will." Another stated, "I will tell you what is going to come back to haunt you. You talk about me alienating your kids, you're doing a damn good job yourself, and just wait, it's coming, sweetheart." Fearing for his life, Tim purchased a handgun, and now Tim was missing. Police had pinned Larissa as a possible suspect. They questioned her, but nothing came of it. Larissa soon took her son on vacation, and that was when police brought in one of Larissa's employees, a guy named James, for questioning. During the interrogation, James confessed that he and Larissa had murdered Tim and that he had only participated because Larissa offered him money to do so. The next details are gruesome, so this is your trigger warning. James went on to explain that he and Larissa went to Tim's condo and she convinced Tim to open the door, claiming their son was sick. When he opened the door, she shot him with a stun gun and shoved a rag of chloroform into his face, rendering him immobile. They then drove him to her house, tied his hands and feet together with plastic zip ties, and while he was still breathing, shoved him headfirst into a barrel which they had filled with hydrochloric acid. James stated that he was flopping and screaming inside the barrel while he was slowly melting, also saying the acid fumes were so strong they had burnt James's lungs. Then, after he stopped moving, they tried to shove him further into the barrel, but he wouldn't fit. That's when she took a handsaw and cut his feet off and sealed the lid. James took the police to a storage unit where they discovered the barrel. Larissa was arrested while still on vacation with her son alongside James and charged with first-degree murder. Larissa and James were sentenced to life without parole, and she became known as the Acid Lady.